Welcome to Survival Game. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Ilea, and this is a trivia game that tests your knowledge of what to do in survival and emergency situations. Tonight's guest is coming to us live from an undisclosed location on somewhere on the East Coast. Let's give it up for My Blue Sky, aka Lori. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I never know if that music is like fitting for what's happening here. There's so many like different, well, not so many. There's like, let's see, 2, 4, there's like 8 songs. And I'm like, that one's really fun. And like, yeah, let's get it going, you know?
I like it. It works for me. Yep.
But every time I cut it off, though, I feel like it's like such an abrupt thing. I wish there was an option to be like, after 30 seconds, have the music go and like cut it down a little bit. Yeah. Yes, that's it. Fade out. That would be nice. I am so excited to have you here. Let's see. Let's go to the banners. Before we get started, I need to do a tiny little disclaimer. Nothing on the show should be considered medical or professional advice. I assume no responsibilities for the accuracy of the information given on these game cards. That's fun. Okay. So do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started? I know you. Sure. I've seen some of your videos on your channel.
Yep. I am new to, well, sort of new. I started a few years ago with YouTube, and it's something I always wanted to do. And I don't have a niche yet. I'm not sure what it's going to turn into. And I'm just along for the ride with everybody else as they're doing what they're doing. And I'm learning a lot from a lot of different channels, just watching everybody, watching you. And it's just been a lot of fun. I'm here in beautiful West Virginia. And I'm married and I have 3 stepkids and several fur babies. And
nice.
We were having a great summer.
Nice. I can't believe summer's like almost over. My kids have to go back to school.
I know. I hate to see the school ads on TV. I hate them. They're so depressing.
I haven't seen them at all this year because we switched over to Starlink, so we don't have cable or satellite or anything anymore. We just watch Netflix and YouTube, basically.
Yeah.
And so we get like the YouTube ads. We have an app called Cinema on the TV. That has a lot of cool shows and movies. All right. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right. Here is question number 1. How do you know when it's time to perform an emergency tracheotomy? You know what that is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the an insert in your
and
the puncture right here. Yeah. So you can breathe.
Yes. You know. I'm like, she's got to know. You seem like a smart gal. Yeah, no. All right. Do you? Oh, wait. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I just told you that I got the that app and I forgot to use it.
Oh, that's all right. It's new. You're not used to using it. No big deal. I think it's cool that you have it.
Give it up for My Blue Sky. All right. So yay, I have that now. Okay. So how do you know when it's time to perform an emergency tracheotomy? Do you A, the victim is unable to stop coughing and begins to turn blue. B, the victim is gasping for air, turning blue, and the Heimlich maneuver wasn't successful. Or C, the victim is making no breathing sound at all, and the Heimlich maneuver was unsuccessful.
I would probably say C.
Let's see. Drum roll. That is correct. Yep. The victim is making no breathing sounds at all, and the Heimlich maneuver was unsuccessful. Then you should consider tracheotomy. I'd be scared. That sounds like such a terrifying.
That never happens. Yeah.
That like it's borderline anxiety inducing thinking about that. Holy schmoly.
Yep.
All right. Question number 2. How should you remove an embedded fish hook from your skin? Ugh, that would hurt. Have you ever gone fishing?
Yes, but I just fell asleep on the side of the the river, and that was it. I'm obviously not interested in fishing, I guess, but
Yeah, I haven't been since I was like 13, I think. No, 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 no. I went when I was 19. I remember that. I caught a fish. Okay. Do you A, position a pair of pliers so they grip the hook as close to the barb as possible, follow the entry wound, and then firmly but slowly push the hook back out? C, cut off the eye of the hook, then pull the hook forward until it is completely through the skin? Or C, using a sharp disinfectant knife or razor, slice through the skin above the hook until the hook can be lifted out from the skin? Oh my God.
I don't think the third one, that sounds just like too much.
Yeah.
Ouch. When you're already in pain, you don't need more pain.
No, you don't need more pain.
Oh gosh.
Oh, and hello to your mother who's
Oh yeah, hi
watching.
Mom. Thank
What's
you.
her name?
Helen.
Hi, Helen. Thanks for watching. This is exciting. I love moms. I have one.
Oh gosh. Can you repeat A and B again?
Yes, I was just about to say that. Okay. So A says you position a pair of pliers so that they grip the hook as closely to the barb as possible, and then you follow the entry wound firmly but slowly, pushing the hook back out. Or B, cut off the eye hook, then pull the hook forward until it completely through the skin. So I actually brought a whiteboard. I was having an asthma attack earlier, and you were like not here yet, so I wrote on here BRB. when
Yeah,
when I
saw
came
that.
back in, you were here. I was like BRB, need inhaler. But let me just draw what a hook looks like. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So this is the barb. Okay. And so A says you should push it back out, like get as close as you can to the barb and then push it back out. This is the eye of the hook. So B is saying you cut that off and then you slowly pull it through.
Well, I would think in an emergency, you might not have anything to cut that off with, although that would be the ideal situation. So I'm going to guess, I don't know if I'm right or not, but I'm going to guess A. Was it B?
Sorry. It is B. Oh, well. I should have gone to the chat. I'll have to do that next time. I will go to the chat. Yes, it's you cut off the eye hook. Honestly, if you don't have anything to cut it off with, then just leave it in and then go somewhere and find somebody to, because doesn't that just sound painful? Like having pushed that barb back through?
Right. Yep. And it could get further stuck or something on the way out.
So, God. Ugh. I just got lightheaded thinking about it.
Sorry.
No, it's not you. I chose the questions. I'm the idiot that chose the questions. Okay. Where are we? We are here already. Wow. We're already on number 3. Okay. What is the best way to treat a severe migraine? Do you ever get headaches or migraines? Have you ever had a migraine?
I used to get them all the time. Yeah.
I got them when I was little. They are. I feel bad. My friend Jay Stone, she gets really bad migraines. She was in the ER last week twice, I think, for migraines. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I think stress can really do that too. Really mess with your migraines. I used to get migraines when I was little. Now I just get cervicogenic headaches.
What's that?
It's like it's a pain that the cause is a muscle or something in the back of your head and like the lower neck. Mm-hmm. And your brain conceives the pain as a headache. And so it just, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to describe, but like I always get it on this side, but the pain is coming from the left side, and it
kind of radiates.
It's not even radiating. It's like your brain thinks that you have a headache, and it's like, this hurts because of this or something. Maybe it's radiating. I don't know. It's really freaking bizarre. Wow. Anyway, how do you treat a severe what is the best way to treat a severe migraine? A, switch from sugar to artificial sweeteners. B, take a painkiller and go to sleep. Or C, take a hot shower to release the tension.
I would take a painkiller and go to sleep.
Yay. That is correct.
That's what I used to do, so that's what worked.
Me too. When I had really bad migraines, I would take Tylenol, and I'd have to be in a really dark room because anything bright, like I wouldn't be able to be in here right now. I'd be like,
right.
Yeah. Right. That's how I would know it was a migraine, is if bright light made it worse.
Yeah.
Then I know for sure. Motion detected on camera too. Sorry, my Arlo went off. Oh, vehicle detected. Oh, Brandon's home. Yay! Okay. Sorry. What are signs of heart failure? A. Symptoms include shortness of breath, swollen ankles, and bluing under the fingernails. B. Symptoms include sharp pain in the right arm, excessive sweating, and nosebleeds. Or C. Symptoms include back pain, whitening of the skin, whitening of the skin, and loss of bladder control.
I don't think it's C.
Nope, it's not.
Well, immediate heart failure, I think, would be B, but heart trouble, I think, would be A, like when it's not circulating enough, and that's why your extremities get blue and that sort of thing. So I think if you're talking about immediate, it would be B. Like an emergency.
It doesn't say that. It just says, what are the signs
of heart failure? So if it's general heart failure, I would say A. I don't know if I'm helping you at all, but anyway.
You know. 11 Pagan 11 says A. Well, you say A. I say, ta-da! It is A. I have to go back to the banners. What question was that? Yes, sorry. B. Symptoms include shortness of breath, swollen ankles, and bluing under the fingernails. That doesn't sound fun.
Nope.
Did I? Oh, I did. Sorry, I'm still really out of it. Lack of sleep.
Okay. That's right.
Number 5. How can you recognize the first stages of Lyme disease? Do you guys have ticks in West Virginia?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yep.
Do you guys have them zombie deers out there?
I don't know about that.
Okay. A. Symptoms include colorless bumps on the skin that spread rapidly, usually towards the heart. B. Symptoms include a bluing of the lips and fingertips accompanied by pale, blotchy skin. Or C. Symptoms include an itching, burning rash with a blister or blue spot in the center. So this is the first stage. That is correct.
Yay.
Yeah, it is that. You're doing good. You're doing really good.
Thank you.
I'm going to say hi to people in the chat. Hello. Sure. Thank you for being here. 11 Peg 11, Kenny Crowder, My Mother Spark. I don't know how to pronounce this. Calorian?
That's a cool name.
It is, if I'm saying it right. Calorian. It's pretty dope. Thank you guys for being here. The Major. Hey, Marcus. Always survive. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Oh, I think I see Joseph Newhouse. Sweet. Nice to see everybody. Oh, Trinity's here. Hey, Trinity. Daryl Calhoun. What's up, guys? All right, I'm going back to the questions. Number 6. How can you survive if you fall through ice? Does it freeze where you are at?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Oh, really?
Sure does.
Wow. None of our lakes or anything where I'm at freeze, like, ever.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm in California, though, so I mean, I've had buckets of ice, or buckets of water freeze, so
Yeah.
that's fun. Okay. A, facing the direction you fell from, use your elbows to lift yourself onto the edge of the ice, reach out as far as possible, and pull yourself up. B, lift your feet out first, then place your back and arms on the side of the hole, push upwards and flip onto your side and out of the hole. Or C, kick a new hole into the ice to create a sturdier place to escape. Then place your palms flat on the edge and lift yourself out. Goodness.
I'm going to guess A.
I'm going to say, ta-da! Yeah, it is. You did it. That was good. You're doing great.
Thank you. This is fun.
I think your mom's probably really proud of you right now. You're doing fantastic. So. Number 7. What should you do when faced with a charging bull? Have you ever seen those? I know. Have you ever seen those people that are like super intelligent and like jump out and like run from the bulls and like the running is that called the running of the bulls? I don't know.
Yes, I think it is. Yep.
I can't watch that stuff. It just I always get the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, oh no.
I don't know why. My big question is why on that. I don't know why people would do that. I just don't.
I know. The adrenaline.
Maybe. Some people are I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Some people are just adrenaline junkies like that, but if you get a horn up your rear end, that's not anything to brag about. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not.
You're having a horn tickle your taint. I wouldn't be writing home going, hey, guess what? Guess what happened to me? No, thank you.
Yeah, you don't put that on a postcard.
Heck no. That would be such an epic postcard. Oh my goodness, that would be so funny. Okay. A, remove your shirt or jacket, throw it away from you, and run in the opposite direction. B, keep your eyes on the bull, run as quickly as you can, cutting sharply to the right or left. C, drop to the ground and lie still. Let's go to chat.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I don't know.
Daryl Calhoun says, tickle your taint, LOL. Okay. Daryl says B, which was keep your eye on the bull, then run quickly as you can, cutting sharply to the right or left. Carolyn, or Carol, wait. Calorian. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. It says, hold my beer. Then you challenge the bull. 11 says A. My Mother Spark says B. Kenny Crowder says B. Most people are saying B.
I was thinking that too, because I think it's like it's harder for it to know what you're doing. And it probably can't, I don't think they can see all that well. So it's confusing to them probably if you're zigzagging. I don't know.
Why do they always do red? You know, like they always have red. I'm like, do they hate the color red? Are they going to chase after red?
I think animals are partly colorblind, but they can see really bright colors like red. So maybe that's why.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just going to guess B.
B. I'm doing a long drum roll. Whoa, that was a gong. Sorry.
That's okay.
It was not. It was wait, where am I? That's the ice. Bull. That's the bull. Okay. That was number 7. Okay. Yeah, you remove your shirt or jacket and you throw it away from you and then run in the opposite direction because it's going to chase whatever you throw. So you throw it, and then when it goes after it, you fucking take off in the other direction. Sorry. Oh, I said the F word. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Helen. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's all good.
My hair is wiling out under this thing.
I'm having a crazy hair day too, so don't worry about it. I mean, yours is great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just,
oh my God, mine's always
I gave
crazy.
up on my hair. I was like, whatever.
I did the same thing. I literally did the same thing. I was in here before you even came on. I was like,
Yep.
And then I was just like, headphones. I'm like, perfect.
The answer to everything, right?
Yep. Hide behind the headphones. I like it. Okay. Okay. This next one's kind of gross. How should you treat an open fracture? Have you ever had to deal with a situation like that where you happen upon someone and they're just have a freaking bones sticking out of their body? No, me neither. No. I haven't either.
I hope I never do.
Ditto. But I mean, I hope I know what to do. I will know what to do because I have these cards. If I remember. Okay. Do you A, reset the bones sticking out of the skin, then wrap it with splints and bandages to hold it together? B, leaving the bone exposed, rinse any dirt and debris away with sterile salt water and wrap it in wet dressing before splinting it. Or C, rinse the wound with warm, sterile water, dry it carefully, then splint.
Wait, what was the difference between B and C?
B is leaving the bone exposed, rinse any dirt and debris away with sterile salt water and wrap it with wet dressing before splinting it. And then C is rinse the wound with warm, sterile water, dry it carefully, then splint it. Oh, Let's go to chat.
Yes.
Okay. Daryl Calhoun says duct tape. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? It moved.
When all else fails, duct tape, right?
Yeah. The major also says duct tape. You guys, that wasn't a freaking that wasn't one of the answers. Calorian says A. Olympic 11 says A. The Aqua Adventurer, that's a really dope name, says B. And then My Mother Spark says B.
Well,
and then My Mother Spark says that her husband says B. And then WD-40. Calorian says WD-40.
That would be different. Yeah. That's creative problem solving right there.
Blue tack. What's blue tack? Is that an adhesive?
It sounds like it.
Goodness.
So I'm gonna guess. I guess I'll go with B. B seems rather popular. I'll go with B.
Where is my... Oh my God, I almost spilled my drink. Yes, you want to leave the bone exposed, rinse any dirt and debris away with sterile salt water, and wrap it in wet dressing before splinting. Oh gosh,
thanks, guys.
So many things to remember. Yeah. Sometimes the chat's wrong. Sometimes they're right. It's hit and miss with them. It really is. But you know, everyone learns something. And then there's people that are like, no, it's still wrong. I'm like, well, we could Google it later, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Number 9, what is a proper way to use handheld flares on a lifeboat? I've never been on a lifeboat. Have you ever been on a lifeboat?
You come up with these most interesting questions. I like this.
Makes me think. Yeah. Good. Yes, it's this really fun game. I'm actually listening to the book.
Oh, there's a book?
Yes, it's called The Worst Case Scenario. Wow. And like a lot of the questions, it's like I'm listening to the audiobook and there we go. The questions are they're not questions. They're just, I don't know. The first one was like how to survive a plane crash or something like that. And there's another one like how to land a plane. I was in my garden and I was listening to this. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. and And then there's been some questions where I'm like, that was in the cards. I remember this question from the cards, and I'm listening to it right now. Well, not at this second, but it's the latest audiobook that I just started 2 days ago. I listen to a lot of books because I don't have time to read them anymore. And I used to read every night, but once I became a mom, I just started listening to them, and that's fun. That's
a good way to do it. I should probably do that because I always want to read books and then I never get around to it. So
I love reading books. Oh, did I freeze or did you freeze? Oh,
I think you froze, but that's okay. It's all good.
Back. I listen to audiobooks while I'm doing like my mundane housework, folding laundry, washing dishes, watering the garden, checking on my rabbits, just all that jazz. Okay. What is a proper way to use handheld flares on a lifeboat? Okay. A. Despite the name, do not hold handheld flares as they burn. B. Hold the flare with your fingers as close to the flare's bottom as possible. Fire it downwind and over the water. So you hold it. Okay. Oh, wait. Is this closer to a flare? I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. Or C, after lighting a flare, position it above your head, holding it tightly with both hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Those are the options.
I don't know, because the only flares I was thinking about the kind that shoot up, and this is obviously just something that you're just holding, saying SOS, help me, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. 1 second. My son came in and was like, "Do I have to eat the rest of my dinner?" I'm like, "If you're full, go put it on the sink." Okay. Can you wait? You have to wait for dessert, buddy. Come on.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just thinking you would want to. Oh gosh, I don't know. It sounds like the last one would make the most sense to me, that you're just wanting to hold it up so everybody can see it, and I guess you hold it with both hands. It said with both hands, I guess. So you make sure you don't drop it in the water or something. I don't know.
Let's go to chat. Yeah, that's what the C was. Let's see. Kenny Crowder says, "Whoops, V." No, that's not an answer. Let's see. Kenny Crowder says B. Maybe the V and the B. Oh, the V and the B are next to each other, so that's what happened. Okay. My mother Spark says, "Over your head would be fine as long as you're wearing the tinfoil hat, snorkel, and bra and cans."
Wow, that's great. I like that answer.
Marfugal TV says, "Dessert now." No, dude, they've got to wait. They have to wait for dessert. They know that mom's busy, so they got to wait. They're going to have ice cream cones because that's our jam right now.
Oh, I'm hungry now.
I know, right? I have to stop eating the ice cream because it really hurts my stomach. I'm like, it's so worth it though. And I like shovel 3 cones in me in a day. And then I'm like, later on, I'm like, that was not worth it. I need to stop the ice cream cones. My mother Spark says B.
I don't know.
Repeat question.
I'm going to guess with C, because to me that makes sense. It's probably wrong, but I don't care. It makes sense to me. Womp womp. It's a great laugh.
Oh my God, it was wrong. Sorry. It doesn't stop. When you push it again, it just keeps going. It starts over. Whoops. No, I'm so sorry. It's not. It's B. You hold the flare with your fingers as close to the bottom of the flare as possible, and you fire it downwind and over the water. So you can hold it out, just hold it over the water.
Okay.
So that's the proper way to do a flare. I've never been on a lifeboat. I've been on a boat, but not like a lifeboat. Does that mean like one of them floating? I mean floating. Oh, come on, they're all floating. I mean the inflatable. Are the inflatable ones the life boats? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think. I don't know. Or maybe like something with the Coast Guard. I don't know.
Huh. Well, I mean, if you're with the Coast Guard, then I guess you don't need a flare
Oh,
unless
well,
they
yeah.
break down. If they break
Right.
down, then I guess you do. I don't know. That's some
This is why I'm
Gilligan
not with the
Island
Coast
shit.
Guard. What?
Yeah. I said that's some Gilligan's Island shit. I don't know. Okay. Number 10. How do you give CPR? A. After giving 5 breaths, press down on the chest 3 times. Stop immediately if you hear a crunching noise. B. When giving breaths, make sure that the chest does not rise. If it rises, stop CPR immediately. C. Give 2 breaths and 15 chest presses. Repeat until help arrives or the person can breathe independently.
C.
Yeah. When I first learned, it was I think it was 25 chest compresses. That was back in 1993. I was 13. So they
I
were
had to
like,
learn it because I was at a daycare center and it's required.
yeah.
So
I was the parents of the kids I used to babysit paid for me to go learn. So that
that's
was
good.
cool.
That's really
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I don't remember any of it. Except for the 25. I remember 25 chest compresses.
Mhm.
All right. Well, we made it to, oh my God, did I delete something? No. Okay. We're on the bonus question now. This one is just for shits and giggles. You did really good though. You only missed 3. So that's pretty good.
Yay.
All right. All right. How should you react if you encounter a polar bear in the wild? Y'all don't have polar bears in West Virginia, so.
No, ma'am, we do not.
Do they have polar bears in Alaska?
I've
Sorry,
been to Alaska. I think they do have them if you go far enough up.
I feel like they do. I've never been, but I want to go.
Beautiful
Okay.
state.
It is. Do you A, continue walking and ignore the bear? Polar bears are very docile creatures and won't bother you unless you bother them. B, crouch down into a ball and play dead. Or C, stand your ground. Try to look large by pulling your coat over your head and shout at the bear if it approaches you.
I'm not sure.
Let's go to chat.
Okay.
Daryl Calhoun says
giving it
C.
a Coke wouldn't be an option. So.
Huh?
I said, I guess giving it a Coke wouldn't be an option, right?
No. Oh my goodness, no. Daryl Calhoun says C. Terabell 3 says capital C. My mother Spark says B. 11 Pagan 11 says C.
I think I'll go with C because it seems like there's the most steps to it. So maybe that's probably the one that you should do.
Daryl Calhoun says a Coke, sense. LOL. Yeah, it is. Drum roll, please. It is C. Let's go back to here. It is. Yes, C. You stand your ground, try to look large by pulling a coat over your head and shout at the bear if it approaches you. Say, go away, or you don't get a Coke. Unless it was Hunter Biden, then he'd be like, hey, bear, do you have any Coke?
Oh, God.
Anyway. Just kidding. Sorry. Thank you so much for playing with me.
It's been so much fun.
That was fun.
Thank you for having me on to do this. And
I'm
this was
sorry
a really good idea of yours, by the way. I think every contestant I've seen has really seemed to have a lot of fun, and the chat people, they have a lot of fun too. So it's all good for everybody.
Yeah, I try to make it fun. I want it to be educational and have people learn some, life skills while having fun and having a laugh and having a go at it. And Oh my gosh, I didn't do hello, I'll tell you something. I didn't do my Mrs. Swan this time.
That's a pretty good Mrs. Swan.
Thank you. Good. Oh man, that was like my favorite. Hold on, I'm drinking from my Marfugel news cup.
That's so cool.
It has a little crack going down it, but it's not leaking yet, so it's
I'm
still
going to
usable.
have to get me one of those.
I don't know if they still make these ones. I think this one's old school.
Well, I'm going to have to get me one.
Sometime. Yeah. Yeah, Marfugel news. That's the only news I use. Now that song's stuck in my head. Dang it. Oh man, I'm sorry that we didn't get to do this yesterday. We had we both got confused on the scheduling, and then I was like, well, tomorrow works. That's fine. So it worked out. I had a rabbit that got bit by a rattlesnake. This is crazy. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. That was on Friday. And so yesterday I brought him in the house and made sure that he was, still doing okay. He's eating, he's pooping, he's peeing, he's drinking water. He's still alive, but he has some necrosis on his neck, like right here. Ooh. He got bit right here by his right eye.
Oh.
But he has a little necrosis on his neck. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if he got bit there. I couldn't find, I just feel like that's where where fluid built up and then just popped. I don't know, but I've been cleaning it and keeping him clean. He's in a cage. He has his brothers helping him. He's hopping around. He seems happy. He doesn't seem to be in pain anymore, but Friday he seemed like he was in pain. His head was like, and one ear was pulled back. And his head was a little sideways and he was miserable, but he's doing so much better now. And I'm glad I didn't take him to the vet to have him put down because I wouldn't want to be put down if I got bit by a rattlesnake. It's like, dude, just let it pass. Anyway,
I'm so glad it's better because when you told me that, I thought, oh my gosh, he was a goner. So yeah.
Well, it's scary because I read that 50% of they did a study and about 50% of rattlesnake bites are dry bites. And that means they don't release venom. Like they could if they want to, but if they're just giving like a little warning, then they won't release any. They have that, and oh God, it was such a stupid situation because Friday was really freaking hot. And I said, I need to move these rabbits because it's too hot where they're at. I need to put them under my porch, my bedroom porch. So I got all of them, put them under me and Brandon built an enclosure area for them all to be. And he and I were under the freaking porch. And I didn't hear any rattling. I didn't see the rattling or the rattlesnake until all 11 of my rabbits were under the porch. And then I kept hearing it and I thought, oh, great. Because my air conditioning unit's right next to it. I'm like, oh, great. The air conditioner is going out. So I was looking at the air conditioner and I'm like, that sucks that it's going out. And it's just making this.
Oh, so you couldn't have heard anything anyway, I guess.
No,
right?
That was a rattlesnake.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Wow. And I didn't know. I thought my AC was going out and then it turned off. It turned off. And then I still heard that.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the hell? And then I see 3 of my rabbits are face to face with the snake. They have them surrounded and underneath the cage, one of the cages, or it's a hutch, but it's like this, there's this much room. And so they like to crawl under there. So they're under there smelling him. And I'm like, I freak out. I freaking run in the house real quick. I say, Brandon, there's a rattlesnake in the rabbits. And I'm freaking out. I started crying. We have this contraption that catches rattlesnakes. Like it's a snake tong, I guess. And so he grabbed that and he grabbed the snake and pulled it out. But I think that when I ran in the house to get him, that's when the snake got my rabbit.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry that happened. That's really, really bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, I was thankful that it was the rabbit and not my puppy, not me, not Brandon, not one of the kids. My kids were literally just outside on the other porch, squirt gunning each other. So they were outside 15 minutes before that happened. So I was like, oh my goodness, thank goodness they were on the porch and not down there and didn't get bit.
Right.
And I'm against killing them, but after this situation, I think we have a rattlesnake. This is our second rattlesnake this year, and I think we might have to start culling them if we find them.
Do you think you're going to have to like look under there just to make sure that there's not more of them under there, or?
Oh, I did. I dug around for eggs. I'm like, what if it was a lady? What if there's eggs under here? I was so freaked out. So,
yeah, wow.
Okay. Thank you for listening to me vent about my rattlesnake situation. Thank you again for being here and participating. And I am going to give you another round of applause.
Thank you.
Whoop. Nope, it didn't stop. Okay. Well, I hope that you can come back on here again sometime. And I don't know what else to say. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, Helen. And thank you all for being here. And we will catch you guys all next time. Toodles.
Thanks. Bye.